good, homies and homettes? Today, we got ourselves another episode of Ask Beastmode. First and foremost, let me cover a couple things. First off, I'm rocking this Grind for Life Pump Chasers shirt. Be sure to follow me on Pump Chasers on Instagram, Pump Chasers. Follow us on Instagram. Anything we're coming out with, we're gonna have the exact date about 3 days before we put them on the site. So if you want to be one of the first people to grab any of the new items that's coming out, the sleeveless hoodies, the new Grind for Life fitted hoodies, the new Grind for Life fitted shirts, Palm Chaser shirts, whatever, be sure to follow us on Instagram. You'll be the first to know. Now let's get on to the show. Alright, we got two guests today. If you want to be on the Ask Beastmode show, be sure to send your video to askbeastmode@hotmail.com, okay? Ask me any question you want, supplement-wise, personal, any questions pertaining to your physique and your goals, any question you have and you want me to ask, feel free to send your video and I will go ahead and put it up. As you may or may not know, any, and I mean any, disrespectful comments will get you fucking blocked. Without no more talking, let's get on to the first person.
Hey Chris Jones, this is Jonathan from New York, Bronx, New York. Been following you for years. Congratulations to the success of Pump Chaser and your whole line. I've been following you for years. I bought your 165 to 170 training split. I've been using it for the past 3 years, 3 years, and been putting on a good amount of size. I now weigh 181. I'm trying to lean out. My question is, I've been buying the whole chicken, and I know the whole chickens come with a lot of fat, but here in New York it's very expensive. Boneless chicken, everybody here, I see all the bodybuilders use boneless chicken, lean ground beef and stuff like that. And that's a little pricey. My thing is, should I stop the whole chicken? Or if there's a way I can cook it up which is more healthy so I don't get that extra fat, or should I just save some money and buy me a shitload of boneless chicken? Anyway, that's my question. Let me show you my body, what I've been working for. Okay. Trying to lean out, trying to get whole ready. These wills to grow. I got knee issues, but I still squat. If there's a will, there's a way. Anyway, I'm 5'6", 179 to 181. Keep on going back and forth. So that's it. Hope you have a good summer.
Alright, my homie here from New York. I'm thinking about going to New York one day. Real soon. Sometime this year I would love to go to New York. Never been. Always wanted to go. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get to your questions. First question was chicken breast. Chicken breast tends to get a little expensive, and he wants to know if there are any cost-effective ways to getting chicken. He likes to buy whole chicken and cook it himself, but it can be a little higher fat. Or can you just buy fatty meat and maybe cook it in a way to where it cuts a lot of the fat out? That's a very good question, because I've actually been there many times. Well, man, you do have the option of buying 90-10 beef or 80-20 beef, or fattening chicken and maybe cooking it on a George Foreman grill. That's a myth. Everybody thinks George Foreman grills knocked out all the fat. No, it does not. It gets a lot of the fat off, but it does not get all the fat off. Man, one of the best things I like to do, and I still do it now. If anybody follow me on Instagram at Beastmode Jones, you know I love chicken thighs. However, chicken thighs can be very high in fat. That's if you go with the chicken thighs that have the skin and bone in them. You can actually go with, I don't know if y'all have Pilgrim's brand where you live. I know Walmart, they carry Pilgrim's and Tyson brand. The Pilgrim's brand skinless boneless chicken thighs, for every 19 grams of protein you get 3 grams of fat. You cannot beat that. That is very good. I get about 100 grams of protein worth of chicken thighs a day. So, you know, if you want to go with a lean source of chicken that's very, you know, cost effective, try going with some Pilgrim's brand chicken thighs, and then you can knock a little bit of fat off of it by using your George Foreman grill. You know, you can go with some 90-10 beef, cook that shit in your George Foreman grill. George Foreman grills, grilling in general helps knock out some of that fat. But I wouldn't recommend buying a whole chicken unless you're bulking, because whole chickens can hold a lot of fat, you know what I mean? So if you're cutting, it's best to go with some skinless, boneless chicken thighs, or go with some 90-10 beef. Use the George Foreman grill, help knock out some of that fat. That's what I would recommend. I would never recommend getting a whole chicken unless you're fucking bulking. Now, since I'm pretty much bulking, I like to go to Walmart and give me one of those whole lemon pepper chickens. Y'all seen me do that in a video a couple times. I'll give me a whole chicken, have some rice, make a couple of sandwiches with that shit, you know. But yeah, if you're cutting, man, you need to be consistent and try to go with leaner meat sources, man. Now, let's go to your physique. I was very surprised when you took your jacket off, man. Well, hoodie. Very surprised when you took your fucking... I like that hoodie, by the way, that gray and red. I might go ahead and talk to some of my suppliers and see, can I make some hoodies like that for the winter. I like that two-tone look. But anyway, I was very surprised how you look when you took the hoodie off. You look very good, man. Very good physique, man. Nice massive chest. Good size arms. When you did that back double bicep, those delts were looking very good. My only complaint, and this may sound a little throw it off, but no homo, man. When you turn to the back, man, you didn't have no butt, man. Now, that comes from not doing enough volume in your leg days. Maybe you don't squat deep enough. Maybe you need to do some lunges. You need to do some step-ups. But when a bodybuilder turns from the back, you should see a wide back coming down to a narrow waist, and you should see some erectors. Like, I'm noticing your lower back is flat. There's no hardness, no thickness, no density to your lower. I'm gonna show you a picture of my lower back, okay? Now, this may be a little above average, but you know, you get the point. You should see some detail in that lower back, okay? The lower back should look strong. That's probably because you're not doing any deadlifts. That's probably because you're not doing any rack pulls. You're not doing any hyperextensions. There's some reason why your lower back is very flat. And then your shorts, they look baggy on you. So that tells me right there your glutes are underdeveloped. So you really need to do some exercises that's gonna give you that strong, powerful look. And it's really hard to have a strong, powerful looking body if your erectors are flat and your ass is flat. So make sure you step your fucking game up. Get you some rack pulls in, some hyperextensions in, you know, get some more glute work in, like doing some, cause you said you had a knee problem, so that may be a reason why you don't squat deep, but you know, get some step ups in, some deep lunges, some sumo deadlifts, or some sumo squats, holding a dumbbell like this. There's a lot of ways to really get those glutes popping, man, because you don't want to be one of these guys with a big ass chest, big ass arms, and your lower back is flat, and you ain't got no fucking glutes. So step your game up a little bit, but you have a great physique, man. I wish I was coaching you, because if I was coaching you, I know for a fact you would be in the Whole Ready Hall of Fame. You got a great physique, especially your chest and delts. But anyway, man, thank you for sending your video, man. I hope it was helpful. Get on the grind, and I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching me. Let's get to the next person.
What's going on, Chris Jones? This is your boy Jamal in Vancouver, Washington. So I'm just gonna try to make it quick and sweet. But the question I got is, I just want to know, why do you wear so many hats? Now I'm just bullshitting with you, for real though. And so I've been watching your videos probably about 4 to 6 months now. I do see you promote the high volume workouts, and so that's what I've been doing. I've been keeping my same split that I've been doing, you know, previously, but I'm incorporating the high volume workouts as far as adding more sets and reps to my workouts that I've been doing now. And so I am trying to lose roughly about 40 pounds, so I can get lean, whole ready. So I am trying to lose about 40 pounds. But I've been doing this since I've been doing this high intensity, high volume workouts. It really been kicking my ass to the point where I'm sweating so much because I'm doing so many much more reps, and I'm adding an extra set to my workouts. And so my question is, do you feel like I still need to incorporate cardio as far as like 3, maybe 4 times a week into my into my workouts because I kind of stopped. I've just been doing this high intensity. Like I say, man, it's really been fucking me up, man. And so I would like for you to answer that question. I try to keep it nice and simple. I also want to tell you, man, I'm really enjoying that pump chasing line too, man, especially that black hoodie that you be rocking, one with the gold zippers. Yeah, I'm going to need me one of them, man. And you already know, once it become available, I'm about to give me at least 30 of them bitches. Keep that shit nice and hugging. Nah, I appreciate it if you answer my question, and get back at your boy's house. Go.
All right, Jamal, thank you very much for sending your video in, because as you guys may or may not know, I cannot do this fucking show unless people send me videos. So let's give another round of applause for the two gentlemen that sent me videos, man. I appreciate you guys. And if you're watching and want to be on the show, make sure you send your fucking videos so we can keep this show rolling. I actually love doing this type of videos, man. But anyway, first question. Well, it's probably kind of high side, but I'm going to answer it anyway. He asked, why I wear so many hats? Now, I can't speak for nobody else. I can only speak for myself. But the reason why I like to wear a lot of hats, because I got a big ass fucking head, I got a big ass fucking forehead, and my hairline is high as fuck, and I really hate that. So ever since I was about 17 or 18, I've been wearing hats practically all my life. You know, and it's probably something I'm gonna have to get over with eventually, but you know, it's not even a big deal to me. It's something I've been doing for a very long time. You know, you see any of the pictures I post on Instagram or any of my old videos, I post them on the screen right now. You know, my shit is, I'm not really happy about my shit, right? And then I think about a year and a half ago, I tried to rock the bald look, and it was working for a little while, but I look kind of like a fucking potato with my head shaved bald. So, you know, I'm still dealing with it. Eventually I'm about to get over it, because I'm not about to be fucking 40, 50, 60 years old wearing fucking fitted hats everywhere I go. But, you know, that's why I like to wear fucking hats, you know. I'm really insecure with my fucking hairline and my forehead. And it's just something I'm dealing with, and eventually I'm going to have to get over with it. And the reason why I answered the question is because I'm pretty sure I'm not alone. There's people probably out there dealing with the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not afraid to admit it. That's exactly why I wear a hat. Now let me go ahead and answer this guy's question. Pretty much his question was, in the nutshell, you know, without, you know, overthinking this shit, do you have to do cardio to get lean? Simple as that. Let's just keep the question simple. Do you have to do cardio to get lean? And the answer is no. You don't necessarily have to do cardio to get lean, but is it a good idea? And the answer is yes. See, he said when he does high volume training, he's already sweating a lot. I'm assuming you believe that just because you're sweating a lot doing your weightlifting, that you don't have to do any cardio. Well, let me try to explain to you. Just because you're sweating a lot does not mean you're necessarily melting fat. The reason why we sweat is because our body temperature gets increased and sweat comes through our pores to kind of cool our body off. That's all that's happening. You're not necessarily melting fat. You're sweating salt and water. You know what I mean? You're not necessarily oxidating fat just because, you know, you're sweating in the gym. Okay? When it comes down to it, you got cardio here and you got weightlifting here. Actually, you get more fat burning benefits from the cardio. Let me try to explain. See, when you're working out lifting weights, you're gonna have periods where you gotta stop, take a break because your ATP levels are dropping and you need to get your mind right so you can get back on your sets. However, with cardio, your heart rate is gonna be elevated throughout the extended time of your just for an example, if you're doing cardio for 30 minutes, your heart rate is gonna be elevated for that whole 30 minutes. And if you're doing HIIT, it's really going to go through the roof. You're going to be going through intervals of high to medium to high to medium. So in a nutshell, cardio has way more fat burning benefits than weightlifting does. Weightlifting is very good for maintaining muscle, building muscle. It's good for your bone density, but it's not really that great when it comes down to fat burning. Now, if your diet's on point and you're in a calorie deficit and you're lifting weights, of course, you can burn fat and you can maintain. You can stay lean year-round if you're already lean without doing any cardio, just from keeping your diet on point and doing your weightlifting. But we're talking about getting lean here. We're talking about getting the most optimal results. We're talking about getting lean as fast as possible. It's best to do some cardio. You know what I mean? Now, you're trying to lose 40 pounds. I'm gonna say this. You know, if you really just don't like doing cardio, you just fucking hate it, I say go without it. You don't have to do cardio right now, because if you got 40 pounds to lose, I didn't see your physique, but if you got 40 pounds to lose, chances are you're pretty fat. You know what I mean? You probably, when you take your shirt off, you're probably real smooth. You don't have a whole bunch of cuts and veins everywhere. It's probably gonna be at least 20 pounds before you start looking pretty cut. Try losing your first 20 pounds without it. It's very possible. I've seen it many times with one of my clients, Leon Prep, before he hired me. He lost a shitload of weight without even doing any cardio. You know what I mean? So it's very possible. I mean, you don't have to do any cardio. Now, once you get to a point where your calories are getting kind of low, you know what I mean? And you're like, fuck, man, my calories are getting kind of low. You know, I don't want to cut them any lower. Then maybe throw in some cardio. You can do it like that. Now, me personally, I like to see people start doing cardio from day one. I just don't want to see them do a whole bunch. For an example, I think maybe doing 3 days of cardio, 10 minutes a session, just to get your body used to doing cardio. You're going to burn a little more calories, and it's going to get you into the swing of things. There's nothing worse than going from doing absolutely no cardio to all of a sudden doing 3 days, 4 days a week, 30-minute sessions. You know what I mean? I like to see people doing cardio from day one. Just very, very little. Don't start doing 30-minute sessions every day. Just little 10-minute warm-up before you lift weights, you know, shit like that. But without talking too much, guys, like I just said, cardio is not absolutely necessary to lose weight. As long as you're in a calorie deficit and you're getting some kind of activity, it's fine. But it is most optimal, obviously, to throw in some kind of cardio when you're trying to get lean. Because like I said, you get way more fat burning benefits from doing cardio than actual fucking weightlifting. And like I said, just because you're sweating profusely in the gym, doing your weightlifting, does not mean your body is melting fat. Your body temperature just increased, and you're releasing fluid through your pores to keep you cool. Alright, so I hope I answered your question, man. Like I said, if you really just hate doing fucking cardio, try going without it for a while. But once your carbs and calories get too low, then go ahead and throw it in. You got 40 pounds to lose, there's no need to rush that, okay? Well, anyway, that's the end of the show, guys. Don't forget, follow me at Pump Chasers. Grind for Life is coming very soon. Shit, it might already be coming in the next few days. Be sure to follow us on Instagram for updates. Thank you guys so much for your support. Don't forget, email beastmode@hotmail.com. If there's any videos you want to see, any questions you have, comment below, and it may inspire me to turn that into a video. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe. How about that, your boy?